Shilpa, let's go
On a vacation
to Bali
this December?
as soon as my husband is back.
Perfect. So let's plan the itinerary and book the tickets.
And let's go shopping.
Okay, let's go. Hi, I'm Shilpa,
Hi, I'm Shailaja.
and welcome to our last topic of season 1, episode number 11, quantum relationships.
Wow, I am super excited with the word quantum because I've always heard quantum physics, and now it's
I am
quantum
so obsessed. I
relationships.
mean, it's been 5 years or more that I've been studying on this topic. I've learned meditations, I've done in-depth study, and I'm just obsessed with this word quantum.
So, what exactly is quantum relationship, Shilpa?
So let's first understand quantum in a very basic layman language. Okay, what comes to your mind when you hear the word quantum?
So, when I hear the word quantum, that whole jump or leap or go a little ahead than the regular pace. That's what comes into my mind.
Perfect. So, yes, if I have to make you understand what quantum in very basic language would mean, oneness with the universe. We are all one. We
Wow.
are not separate things. We're not separate. Humans or animals are not different, or the
Mm.
nature is not different. We're all one with the universe. So, the
Yeah.
concept of oneness is what comes under the studies of quantum.
Hmm.
And it basically talks about that you surrender to the unknown.
Okay.
So you take that leap, you don't know what's ahead of you, but you
Hmm.
just surrender to the unknown. And when you start surrendering to the unknown and
Hmm.
the uncertainty,
Hmm.
magic starts to happen because there is magic in surrendering. You're not then worried about the outcome. You're not worried about what's the next step I'm supposed to take.
Right, right,
Just surrendering and you just believe it's there for you. And
right.
then via quantum you can just jump into other dimensions, bring the resources in this particular life, in this particular dimension, and make things happen. So it's not like a step by step journey कि आपको A से B पे जाना है, B से C पे जाना है. You can literally jump from A to F, for example.
Hmm.
And that's what quantum jumping means. So now when it comes to quantum relationships, so
Hmm.
it's not a step by step approach. If I am in a relationship, I want to mend my relationship, or if I want to attract a relationship, I
Hmm.
have to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And by
Hmm.
the time maybe I'm on step 5, I lose my patience and interest.
Hmm. Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
when it comes to quantum relationship, it's like jumping from step A to step M, maybe,
Hmm.
because I want to take that leap of faith. I want to believe that everything is me, everything is one with the universe, and I'm part of that universe. And I'm just surrendering to the magic and waiting for the magic to happen.
That sounds very interesting. That sounds, I think for me, it sounds more like fun.
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah,
Making friends with the unknown. Because
yeah,
हम लोग हमेशा certainty के पीछे भागते हैं. I
right,
want to be in this relationship because मुझे certainty देता है, मुझे safety
right,
देता है.
right.
And everything that's safe, whether it's painful also, we are always in our comfort zone.
Comfort zone. That's true. I was coming to
Yeah.
that. That because we can see, because things are tangible, because we know it's tried and tested, and this is what happens, this is what people do. Somewhere you just feel comfortable, right?
Hmm.
Whereas when you talk about surrendering and when you talk about unknown, right? That's where I think a lot of people kind of just feel uncomfortable. They're not like they don't feel the comfort of getting into that space, into that zone, right? So but yes, but I find it very interesting and very intriguing, because you are going from step 1 to step 5 directly. You're not like going to 2, 3, 4. And one more interesting thing that you pointed out, like by the time you come to step 5, people end up losing interest. There's
Yeah.
no consistency, which is true, which I have seen in a lot of people that I have coached, that they do the step 1, step 2, step 3, and then the consistency goes away, and then they start questioning themselves, they start questioning their decisions, and no results are seen, right? Especially in relationships, results are not seen. So I think this will be very interesting to understand how is it that we can take that leap, basically the leap of faith. I think that's what you're talking about, right? I mean, we're looking at unknown, we're looking at surrender. So it's like a leap of faith where you're going with that 100% faith.
ये मेरा ही है. Whatever I'm seeking,
हाँ,
it's already there.
हाँ.
And I'm not taking the step by step approach to get what I want in my life. I believe it's already mine. And जब वो belief है, इतना strong belief है, there's
Hmm.
no space for doubt. And जब वो
Hmm.
doubt नहीं होगा, so you
Hmm.
will, you won't even step away from taking actions. Actions are already there.
Right, right, right. Uh, So you mentioned about oneness. Okay, you mentioned about the whole one universe, the whole universal consciousness that we always keep
Yeah.
talking about. And our podcast is also conscious living, right? So when we look at relationships, right? When we look at relationships and we look at oneness or a connection, right? How do we go about it? How do we kind of explore that space so that we can take that leap or that jump in that relationship?
All right, interesting. In fact, I would say a lot of people might have a different perception or a way of perceiving this question. But how
Hmm.
I look at what you've asked me is when it comes to oneness in relationships,
Hmm.
how do we see? We as humans, most of us, I would say, have that competitive edge about the other person.
Hmm.
If this person has, let's say, the kind of house that I want, or the kind of job that I want, or the kind of partner I want, what happens as a human tendency? We
Hmm.
kind of start to envy that person. Maybe
Hmm.
not consciously, but subconsciously, we start to envy that person.
Hmm. Hmm.
मेरे पास होना चाहिए, उसके पास है, this is something I like. And उसने हमारे साथ कुछ गलत नहीं किया होता, but somehow we start disliking that person. Because उसके
Hmm.
पास वो सब चीजें होती है जो मुझे चाहिए है.
हाँ, हाँ.
Right? And that's very common. That's very human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But another way of looking at it, if I believe that whatever I want, and if I see that in this person, whether it's a relationship, whether it's the house, whether it's a job, whatever I want, and this person has it, and I just bless this person, I just say, wow, this
Hmm.
is you are also a part of me because we are oneness. We are part of the universe, same universe. So you are also part of me. If you have it, I have it.
Hmm.
If I start blessing people for all the things that I want in my life, what will you get? What
Hmm.
does manifestation talks about?
It comes back to you.
Yeah, what you sow is what you reap. So
Yeah.
you are sowing kindness, gentleness, love in the universe, and you're getting exactly that compassion.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about compassion. So you are looking at every person and you're blessing that person. You're not getting envious here. You're blessing that person with everything that you wanted. He has it or she has it. And you
Hmm.
say, God bless you.
Yeah.
Have more of it. If
Yeah.
not, when you are blessing somebody else, of course you will get it many times in return. That's what oneness means to me. If I'll give you a very simple example. Last year, when I was part of Super Speaker, I was in top 100.
Hmm.
And so I remember I was talking to, Suren, and I messaged him, जब result आया top 10 का, I said,
Huh.
congratulations to you and the people who really won
Yeah.
that because they deserved it.
Yeah,
And he
of
was
course.
surprised. He said the way you congratulating as if you won it.
Yeah.
Because I was very excited. I said, yeah, it's the same thing. They've also equally done so much of hard work to reach where they're supposed to reach. Maybe they
Yeah.
were a little better than me. Not that I was worst. That's why I made till 100 also. Maybe they were a little better and they deserved better than me, and hence they are there. So I enjoyed and I celebrated them. So
Hmm.
when you start celebrating others, because
Yeah.
they consider them, you consider them part of you, not as a stranger or not as a person outside of you. You become one with the source, one with the universe itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not multiple individual, but you're just one with the universe itself. What else do you want?
Yeah, I think that's very beautiful. I mean, very beautifully put when you talk about blessing, because that's something that I've started doing every day where, when I'm walking my dogs and I see people around me. And I think I mentioned it earlier also, just say God bless and they just look at you and they smile, that energy. Again, I come back to energy again and again. That energy gets projected outwards and then it comes back into us, right? So if you look at this energy in terms of relationships, okay, in terms of relationships, I think there is like some deep connection, right? There's some very deep connection, and I've experienced this in my own life, where I've if I've gone somewhere, attended a workshop, these are the workshops that we attend are so interesting. They give so much of insight, right? There's just so much of awareness and understanding. And when you set an intention and you go, right? So I've done that. I've set intentions, I've gone, and then when I come back, I see a huge change in the relationship that I share, even with my husband. I see, I mean, it's not like I've shared anything. I've not told him what I'm doing, where I'm going, but just the change in that behavior, because my energy has changed. My energy comes from that of empathy, of that of compassion, kindness, love, unconditional love, regard, unconditional positive regard, happiness, joy, all the positive vibration emotions that comes on the higher level. And I can see that coming to me from my husband, and that's so beautiful and profound. And when you spoke about that connection, I think this is where that connection comes into play. It kind of, um you just see it, you just experience. It's not something that's visible, it's something that you
You
experience.
feel, you start feeling it. It's in the emotion, the feeling that you feel.
Yes, yes. And I have seen it, I've seen it on so many occasions. It's just crazy, and it's amazing, and it's like, interesting, and it gives me goosebumps, and then I get excited all over about it
It's
again.
absolutely beautiful. If you understand what quantum is, it's like, okay, I might be envious of you, or I might dislike you for who you are as a person.
Mm,
But if, I read a very beautiful concept when I was studying Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he talks about this very beautiful concept. If as a human being,
mm,
rather than considering you as separate from me, or disliking you for whatever you are, because we are different and I don't like you,
mm,
rather than having that dislike, if I just start looking at every human as God,
mm.
you know, when I look at you, I say I see God in you, then I won't feel bad of you. I won't
Yeah,
envy you. I will only see goodness and compassion in you, like you said. I will
yeah,
only see what's the right thing that I can take from you or give you. And
yeah.
when you meet two different individuals, whether it's your partner or whether it's your friends or anybody for that matter, when you are interacting with two different people and there's no expectations, you're just doing your bit of kindness.
Mm,
That's when you're actually in the quantum field, because I'm not doing this because you are doing this or you will be doing certain things for me. I'm
mm,
doing it because I feel love for the universe. I feel love for everything that belongs to this universe, and you
mm.
are part of this universe, hence I'm doing things for you without any expectations. Yes, it's very difficult, it's very easy said than done. If
Yeah.
somebody is listening, they might say kya bakwas hai, because as humans expectations aati hain,
हाँ, वो है,
right?
difficult
That's
question.
cool, but then you have to train yourself, because if you start getting affected by each and every individual,
Hmm.
you will remain just the part of a rat race. And I think, like, again, I'll say, if you want to thrive, you have to adapt to these principles, because
Yeah.
you know how magical they are.
Yeah. So, what you said is it makes sense, because I think once you have, if you operate from this perspective that you just mentioned, it is easier for you to surrender. Surrendering does not become difficult,
Yeah.
because you are open, because you are open to the unknown, you're accepting it, you are giving, you're not expecting, right? And it's easier to surrender, because like, when you ask someone to surrender, they're like, how is it that I do it? I need to know what's happening, I need to see my future, I need to know whether I'm getting that particular job, I need to know whether this relationship is going somewhere, is it going somewhere, is it not going, where is it going, right? So that whole surrender, I think, is something very difficult for everyone to do.
I think the number one reason, Shailaja, which I have also figured out from my journey, is a lot of people, I mean, for the longest of time, even I didn't understood the real meaning of surrender.
हाँ.
A lot of people feel surrender means कि अगर मैंने आपको एक चाटा मारा, मुझे बोलोगे दूसरी यहाँ पे भी मार दो, like Gandhi used to say. But that doesn't mean surrender. I'm not taking your abuse or shit for no reason. But
Hmm.
surrendering is, I trust the universe. I trust the source. Whatever is happening to me is happening for my good.
Yeah.
If I get what I want, beautiful. If I don't get what I want, then there's something more beautiful coming my way. That's what surrender is. But we are so fixated with our own outcome. मुझे जो चाहिए वैसा ही चाहिए. अगर वो नहीं आया तो I'll feel depressed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where most of us, lack. और हम लोग क्या करते हैं when it comes to surrender? I remember when I started teaching people the concepts of law of attraction, manifestation.
Hmm.
हमने 2 दिन तक, कोशिश करा, it didn't happen. क्या
Hmm.
कोशिश करा? अगर आप उसको टाइमलाइन के साथ डिफाइन कर रहे हो और आप 24 आवर्स सोच रहे हो, अरे नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ, you're so
So,
fixated with
yeah.
the outcome, you haven't
Yeah.
surrendered. You
Yeah.
have to practice detachment when it comes to getting the results that you're seeking.
Yeah. Yeah. So true, because I think once, if you surrender, like, once you surrender, then I think you become more open to the unknown that is there.
Hmm.
You're more open to the uncertainty that could be, and I think quantum relationships require that, right? They need that, it requires that space.
That
It
is awesome.
requires that space for anything to happen, so that you're able to grow and evolve together, right?
True,
Or
absolutely.
even as a person.
Hmm. Certainly. So when it comes to quantum relationship, and another thing I would want to add, people who seeking this in their
Hmm.
approach, in their relationships, we all have relationships, whether
Yeah.
it's an intimate relationship with our partner, parents, family, colleagues, every person we interact, that's a relationship that we share,
Yeah.
right? So if you really want to work on your relationships,
Hmm.
all you need to do is, rather than being fixated on the wrongs of the other person, you keep doing your goodness. Don't change yourself because the other person is in such a way. If you are
Yeah.
a good human, just continue to be a compassionate and a good human.
Yeah.
Give up those practices, or don't change yourself on the basis of how the other person is.
Exactly. I
You
think,
can
yeah.
disconnect from them. You do your goodness, you can disconnect from them. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
You can cut those people from your life who are not doing good to you, but you don't become bad because they are bad to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because somewhere, yes, we do change. That's a very valid point that you mentioned. Because in relationships, like we spoke in the previous podcast episode, where the honeymoon period is there, and then things start changing, right? Because we want to be accommodative, again, not in the positive intention, maybe we end up changing as a person, and then I think everything goes downhill, right? So being our true authentic self, again, we come back to the authenticity of your being, of you being that individual, how authentic, what are the intentions, what is the positive intention that you carry. I think if we come from all a space of this, in terms of unconditional love, in terms of the connection, in terms of surrendering, in terms of being open, to the experience that life has to offer, right? Then I think that the leap and the jump that we want, I think that would be easier and faster.
And I think, the best part, Shailaja, is it's more beautiful than what your mind can perceive, because your mind can still
Yeah.
perceive what's very limited.
Yeah.
You trust the unknown, you can experience the unlimited magic. You know, for you, there might be just two possibilities to fix your relationship. But in the
Yeah.
universe, there can be 100 possibilities to fix the same thing, because there are 100 different people fixing their relationship with the same problem in 100 different ways.
I have a beautiful example for the Shilpa when you just mentioned. This was back in 2022. Okay, when I just recently got operated, um, and then there was this one day trip to Nasik where we had to kind of live in the open. Okay, so it was a nature kind of a thing where there are no hotels, there are no washrooms, nothing. You're just living in the open. You're taking a bath in the lake, and it was something new for me. And I went there, and it was a one day thing. I had two experiences. Okay, two experiences which were very difficult. We had to do trekking, and at one point we felt that all of us are gonna fall down. It was a really tough trek, but we just took God's name, and then we kind of pulled through it, and then we managed. Like, I was the last, and then I was the first to actually reach up, so I was feeling elated that I could do it. And then the second one was where we were in the lake, and I didn't know it was deep. And then there was this child with us, a young girl, and she was about to drown. And I gave my hand, and then I was about to drown. And then thankfully, the other person held me. And then, I mean, now when I think back, yes, I can smile about it. But that day, I was like, boss, you just survived. Okay, you just survived because anything could have gone wrong. Okay, that was an experience. I came back home. Okay, I came back in the night, and I didn't mention anything to my husband. And that night, he is not a hugger. Like, he doesn't like hugging. He's not a cuddle. He hates cuddling and all. He literally just hugged me the whole night and slept. We didn't exchange any words. I didn't share any experience. He hugged in such a way that, boss, I could have lost you today. And which was true. The incident was so, it was such a, I mean, when I think back, it gives me a little jitters. But he hugged me in a way where he said, where he literally meant to say that, I could have lost you today and I have you, and I'm filled with gratitude that I have you in my life without words, with just an action.
Yeah, that's pure magic, and that's beautiful. You know what you just shared. I just got goosebumps just listening to it. And it's so incredible. That's how magically things change. You know, you don't need words to feel the emotions.
Yeah.
So exactly that's what I want to say at the end of it, that, if you want, who can experience quantum relationships? Each one of us.
Yeah.
All you need to do is you have to have that willingness to work. A lot of people, like we also discussed in a previous episode, that a lot of us, don't want to work on our relationships. But if you
Mhm.
really want to, and I think, this is from my own personal experiences and from the people I've worked with, your relationships can really make a difference in your life, because if you are in a good relationship, you can enjoy life till the extent you can't even think of every area of your life. And if you
True.
have a relationship that sucks, that will make your life miserable in every area, because you'll keep thinking you'll be stuck there, here and there. So if you want to really enjoy life, you have to start working on your relationships, and that willingness has to come between the two people. But
Yeah.
there's no competition. Let's say, you and I being friends, if I take 2 steps to maintain this friendships and you are willing to take just 1 step, that's okay. You're at least
Yeah.
willing. So there's no
Yeah.
competition. We know we are able to do it. Some days you can take 5 steps and I can just take 2 steps.
Yes.
That compensates, but then it's just unsaid. I don't have to say पिछली बार मैंने ये किया था, I took more steps, or I did more for you. That's
Yeah.
where each one of us lack. So
Yeah.
if you really want to change the quality of your relationships, if you want to enjoy life, if you want to have this quantum jump in your relationships, just be willing to surrender, just be willing to
Yeah.
work on yourself and your relationships, because I think that's one of the most important aspects of our life at the end of
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned something very important actually. You said that, if I'm giving, if I take 2 steps and you take 1 step, that's fine, right? So this is something which I always say, that in a relationship, it's about how you complement each other,
Hmm,
right? Not compete with each other. How
absolutely
is it that you make it a whole, right? How is it that if I give 30%, you give 70%, because you have that 70% right now.
right.
In future, I will have that 70% and you can give your 30%, because we're going to make it into a whole,
Absolutely.
right?
It
And
cannot
not
be 50-50 every time.
it it it
It
it
can never
honestly,
be.
it can never be 50-50,
Yeah.
because you're both different individuals, you both have different priorities at different time.
Different
And
moods.
exactly,
Go through
one
a
person,
different mood, I go through a different mood.
exactly,
It's like,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. So it's more about complementing and not competing. What happens is that somewhere in the journey, it becomes more of a competition. I did this, you didn't do this,
hmm,
right? That thing starts, like people start seeing that as a competition, and then I think that's where the friction also starts,
absolutely.
right? If we think of each other and complement each other, that's how we're kind of looking at it from a holistic,
True.
not a part relationship, but a holistic view, right?
Absolutely. Very beautifully put across, Shailaja, and not competing, but complementing each other. And that's exactly what we need to learn. And quantum relationship is, just enjoying the process,
Yeah.
just loving the person for who they are, and not what you're perceiving them to be. It's as simple as that. We have
Oh
a
yeah,
perception
actually.
about each other. ये ऐसा है, ये वैसा है, उसने past में ऐसा किया. A lot of times people change, people evolve, people grow. I mean, I have evolved over the years because I've done a lot of self reflection and self work. But जो
Yeah.
लोग बहुत कम मिलते हैं, they'll still talk about, oh, you were like this 10 years back or 5 years back. But you
Mm.
don't see that I've evolved. So you also have to accept that part of the other person, the way
Yeah.
that person is right now in this moment, not
Yeah.
how you thought this person should have been or should be in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, we both want that each one of you have this beautiful relationship, one with yourself, and second with each and every person that you meet in this world. Because as humans, Shailaja, would you agree that, we are trained to exist in a way that we cannot survive alone? I'm not saying we have to have a marriage like Shailaja was mentioning, there's a linear cycle which people follow. So we don't have to have a specific relationship, but we all seek that relationship, चाहे वो family के साथ हो, friends के साथ हो, colleagues के साथ हो, random strangers के साथ हो. We all have to have. That's how we are knit as a society. That we all need people to live with us, survive with
And
us.
yeah, so there's a term now that man is a social animal.
Exactly, and that's true.
That's true.
No human can exist in isolation.
Yeah, that's true. We need people around us. We need the social interactions, and that's something that drives us. That's something that kind of pushes
And
pushes.
that's the biggest lie I've seen. जो लोग बोलते हैं ना हमें नहीं चाहिए हम अकेले survive कर लेते हैं. Maybe yes, you don't need a partner which is perfect, but then you seeking attention from other sources. अब social media पे post डालते you waiting, oh कितने लोगों ने follow किया, कितने ने like किया, and you keep waiting. अभी post डाला, and that's
Yeah,
when you need, because you're seeking attention from people at the end of the day.
yeah. You need validation. You want that. It's a part of basic human nature.
Absolutely. So we're not asking you to change that. We're just asking to accept the other person in front of you as they are. Love them
Yes.
for who they are. And if they fit in your circle, be there. Otherwise, change your circle, but don't change yourself.
True. So yes, I mean, I think so it is possible. The quantum jump, the leap of faith, it is possible if we surrender, right? If we are open to the unknown, right? If we look at everyone from a very positive intention, bless them, bless everyone around us. If we look at the whole picture, like the holistic, if we complement each other and not compete with each other, and if we look at the world from a one consciousness, like a universal consciousness, like that one connection that we all share.
Yeah.
Right. I think then that leap and jump is definitely possible.
Beautiful. In fact, just when you were speaking of all these terms as just a conclusion, it reminded me of, you remember, whenever we've gone for those trainings at Success Gyan, in the end, there's this closing ceremony when we all stand in the circle
Hold
and
hands,
we sing the
yeah.
song and look into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
I think during all the trainings,
Okay.
that's one moment where I've literally had tears throughout that
Yes.
ceremony, whether
Yes.
it's a half an hour or 1 hour ceremony.
Yeah.
Every time I look into the eyes of every person, whether there are 200 people in the room or 500, I just have tears in my eyes. And they are tears of love and affection.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not that, I'm parting from you or whatever, because I see, like I was saying, God in you. So I could literally feel every human as a true soul. And that's when I've always felt. So I think that's the most toughest part for me in every training, that closing ceremony, because that's the most beautiful feeling I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
When you look at the person, apart from their looks, apart from who they are, you're just looking them as one soul.
Yes. And I do remember this because even I have tears. And even when I'm looking at everyone, there's just so much of empathy. And I'm like, oh, wow.
And the only thing that comes out of my mouth is like, God
God
bless
bless.
you. God bless you. And it's
God
such
bless.
a beautiful feeling.
Yeah. We did it again.
Yes.
We did it again. So just like the starting of the podcast where we were trying to, we just kind of filled up the sentence, right? I think that's also part of that one
Well, yeah. So
connection.
before we end, I would want to know the reason why we started the podcast. Today, you asked me a certain question. What was the idea behind it?
So basically, it was about, how, so we talk about one connection, right? We talk about oneness, we talk about the connection, right? Somewhere there is telepathy also, right? We have telepathic connection with each other. And many times, if you've noticed that you're starting a sentence and the other person finishes it.
Ah.
Right. So that's how, this whole exercise of ours where we started and you said something, then I said, and then it
That's
became
beautiful. It just went flawless.
exactly, it became a beautiful plan.
Yeah.
So that talks a lot about the connection that we share. Like, we have a friendship relationship. So
Yeah.
that's the connection that we share. And I remember, I used to put my mom to test on this, I'd like, just tell suddenly, out of the blue, I'm like, Mama, what am I thinking? And my mom would say the exact thing that I was thinking. And I would put her to test on multiple occasions.
You have also done that with me a lot of times.
Exactly. And then I would look at mom and I'll say, oh, Mom, you're God. And my dad is looking at me like that. And he's like,
नहीं.
Everyone is just nodding and this daughter of mine is a gone case. And I look at dad
Instantly.
and I'm like, Dad, mom is God. She literally knows what I'm thinking. And it has been a fun laugh. But yeah, so that's the connection. That's why that activity, we
Yeah,
did.
I just loved it.
Yeah,
And yes, we both want that you all experience the magic of quantum. You all have, we've completed this whole entire series of relationships, which we
yeah.
just thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm sure, if you look at each and every episode, I'm sure you'll pick up some insights from your life and that you can change and you can literally redefine your relationships. Like we said in the very beginning, the series is called Redefining Your Relationships, and we've talked every aspect that we thought is important when it comes to your relationships, and you should know about it. So we really want that each one of you just have incredible relationships and people around you.
Yes. And please do let us know in the comments if you have taken a quantum leap, a quantum jump in your relationships, or if you have gotten some insights and how is it that you're going to be taking that leap when it comes to all your relationships. Like,
Absolutely. What's that one thing that has redefined your relationships, maybe? And yes, next week we'll be coming up with new series, a season 2 of this beautiful conscious living podcast with Shilpa and Shailaja. So stay tuned with us, and we would love to hear from each one of you, which has been your favorite topic in this particular series of redefining relationships. Thank you from both of us, and love you all.